Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dangeles, and welcome back to episode number 11 of Constructing Los Dangeles Season 2. How's everybody doing? We are back on the city today, ready to continue to make some building progress and make sure that I don't destroy anything this video. So, my last video I uploaded was about the Alpine Mansion disaster, where I accidentally destroyed the Alpine Mansion with World Edit. But don't worry, this is the server that I'm, building Los Dangeles on, and everything's back to normal. I was able to paste another copy of the Alpine Mansion successfully onto the server. I didn't actually know how to do that before that mishap, so it actually wasn't all that bad, because it gave me kind of a little bit of a learning experience that I didn't actually know that you could do this particular thing. So because of the knowledge that I learned from my mistake, there's actually a good chance, a very, very good chance, that I'm going to be actually moving Danville onto this particular world. So we're going to have Los Angeles and Danville on the same world at the same time, and I'm also going to be moving some of those old Let's builds that I did on Xbox 360, like the Italian Villa. Those kind of builds are going to be moved onto this world as well. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to starting that up. I'm probably going to make those into separate videos outside of CLD, and I will probably end up doing those within the next couple of weeks here. I just got to find a really good flat space out in the distance over yonder, I guess. It's where I can place Danville, and it'll make sense with like the highway and everything. So I want to have like Los Angeles and Danville all within the one big happy world of Dan Andreas. So lots of Dans in there, but I still think it makes quite a bit of sense. But anyway, guys, welcome back to another episode of CLD. I'm excited to get started today. So I have some things I want to work on. I'm going to be working today on finishing up the exterior and filling in some of the floor plan of the interior of this house right here. This is the one I was actually working on last episode, so I'm just going to be finishing right where I left off from last time. And then after I do all those things, hopefully that'll take about 10-15 minutes. For the second half of the video, I'm actually going to get started on another new house. Not on this plot right here, but I'm actually going to build it over here on the plot just next to, well, there's a last couple filler plots here of like the first house that I built. So pretty happy with the way the brick house is coming together. I think honestly these houses are getting better and better. I started off with this, I wouldn't say it's basic, but it definitely looks like a beach house. And then I kind of did like these designs, which I think I personally like these a little bit more than that one, but I mean, I don't think they look fine. Love that lighthouse still to this day. I just think it looks really cool. But this house is cool just because I think I did a really good job capturing like the realism of like this kind of build because of the kind of like that curving roof. If you look at it from a distance, I think it looks pretty nice. So I'm happy about that. If you ever want to do like a curving roof design on like a Victorian style house, kind of like what this is, that's actually like a really common thing in real life. So it actually does make it look, I think, pretty good. But anyway, let's go ahead and actually work on this house. One thing I want to mention first, though, just an update to the texture pack, City Texture Pack Advanced. This was the block I was using on this build. It's just a clay block. Like, this is just basic clay. And then this block right here is actually the cyan hardened clay. This is a new texture. It's actually, if I type in clay here, not Cali. If I type in clay here and I take this light blue clay, which is the clay I used for that house, it's actually the same texture. Oh, well, similar. It's almost the same. I think it actually is the same. Yeah, it's the same texture, just on a different color, which I always think is really good. It keeps like a nice continuity within the texture pack itself. And I actually swapped out that color for this house in general, and I think it just makes it look just a little bit better. And that is always good when you're able to make a build look just a little bit better. So this house is looking great. This personally is my favorite of the three. But this one is growing on me. Maybe if I add the windows, I'll actually start to like it a little bit more. But let's go ahead and actually like do that today. I'm going to work on adding some of these windows here. I'm going to figure out what I want to do with this back. I can't decide if I want to put a balcony or not. I just really don't know yet. But I think the best way for me to start this would be to go on the inside here. I'm actually going to start to fill in these floors. So let me just go ahead and grab some spruce wood here. I'm just going to make some like little corner spots so I can start to get this filled in world edit. Hopefully I won't make any really bad world editing mistakes today. I think I learned my lesson, so it should be fine. But let's go ahead and do some filling in here. So I'm going to go all the way over to here. And let's do a set spruce wood, which is 5.1. So set, and let's do some 5:1. There we go. Got that filled in. Let's get this corner here. So I got to just, do it in little segments here. It's still way faster than doing it by hand, which is nice. And once you get the first command written, it's pretty much just you know, a couple of clicks away, right? So it's always good. I mean, despite the struggles I've had with the World Edit from time to time, I still love using it. I think I missed that click. I think that will do it right there. I don't know what I did, so I'm just gonna undo. When in doubt, just undo when you think you made a mistake, because I would have undooed the Alpine Mansion mistake, but the server crashed. I think a lot of people were writing in the comments saying, "Damn, why don't you just undo it?" And I was like, well, you see, I would have, and I tried to do that, but the server crashed, so it's unfortunate that I couldn't. It is what it is, but luckily I was able to, you know, figure out how to fix that error, which I again, like I said, I tried to emphasize it as best I could in the video. And if you haven't seen that video, I'd recommend watching it. It's pretty funny. It was supposed to be like a funny video, like just me messing around with blocks and stuff, but it ended up like really just, the main point of the video was that I really just messed up with World Edit, but it still there were still parts of it that I thought were pretty funny. But yeah, and it's just kind of crazy because I couldn't undo it. Like, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, okay, I should probably undo this. It's like the first thing I did. I even did it on the video actually, and it's, you know, it just wouldn't let me. So it was bad. It was almost bad, but luckily I got my consultant, Joseph Gritz, aka the guy who's making this texture pack so good for you guys. It'll be up for download soon. I should be talking about that actually. One thing I just realized, that right there should be flooring. This is, hold on a second, because that's not lined up with the window. It's lined up with this window, but it's not lined up with this one. Actually, it is lined up with this window. I forgot to make this adjustment. So yeah, this actually should be the ceiling for the first floor. So let me go ahead and swap that out. I think the best way for me to do that, trying to decide the best way to do this. I think it would probably be, wait, what block is it? Like, where's the line on this block here? I think it's like right here. Let me just grab this coordinate and see what it is. It's neg 27. No, wait, no, it's 73. So let me grab 73 on here, which I believe would be okay. This is 74. So 73. I'm gonna go all the way over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a position 2. Hopefully this will work. And let's go ahead and do a replace 5-1 with 35-8. Hopefully that'll work. 573 blocks are replaced. That's a good sign. Let's see if that worked. Okay, looks like that worked. I don't think it affected anything on the outside. I don't see why it would. Okay, that's perfect. So World Edit actually helping me this time. That's fantastic. All right, let's get this floor filled in here. We'll do each one of these points. So when they're kind of like these, you know, random floor designs here, they're a little bit harder to get them all filled in. You're gonna have to do like step by step. Maybe there is a way to get the whole area filled in. I don't know. Maybe I can ask about that, but I personally don't know how to do that. Okay, so let's do right there. Set 5.1, and we'll do it to there. Oh, don't worry, guys. Only a few more minutes here of me just, you know, mindlessly clicking buttons and commands. Again, I told you guys at the start of the series in season 2 that I didn't want this to turn into just me clicking buttons in World Edit. Like, that's just not, it's not really building. I never wanted it to be like that. So like whenever I do the World Edit on videos, it's going to be a bare minimum. And like, you know, that's like the bare minimum I'm like talking about. But we need to get the walls filled in with a different color outside of bricks. That's like the next task here. I think I can break this line of bricks. I'm not sure why that got placed. It must have just been a mistake on the outside. But let's see. I can do it at one level up, actually. I do have the room. It would give me a little bit more ceiling space on the second floor. I think I will actually do that. You know, I always try to go for a little bit more ceiling space here on the second level. So we can go for that. Yeah. Okay, so let's do right there. I'm trying to decide. I guess if these walls are going to go across like this, this is all going to get filled in. I want to double stack all these walls. You know, pretty much just a prerequisite for every house I do. So that wall will get double stacked all the way around, and the ceiling will get filled in. I think you guys can get a pretty much a general idea of how this is going to end up looking. So I'm not sure I'm going to get this filled in right now. Might just do like the perimeter of it to start, and then, you know, I'll finish up the rest of it later. But I want to get started on building another new house today because, you know, that's what I love to do, guys. I just want to build more houses, as many as possible. I know I haven't done any of the interiors yet, but I will get to them eventually. It's just right now I'm working on really more of the shell because, you know, just like in the first season of Los Angeles on Xbox 360, you guys saw that, you know, I really saved a lot of the interiors for last. Just because I feel like when you're doing a long building series like this, it's just, I think, overall a better idea to get like exteriors done first, because it just feels like you've made more progress when you have exteriors done, especially like on the videos. It just feels like you've done more. So like that's kind of like what I've been doing, and it'll be like if you know, tune into the video, be like, oh, okay, Dan's done a lot more than, you know, Dan's done quite a bit of work here. So that's kind of like the whole illusion of it. But I can't believe this, but auto jump is still on. I need to find a way to make sure that that stays off, because whenever I log in and log off to the world, auto jump turns itself back on, and I can't figure out a solution to this. So I pretty much complain about that every video though, so you guys are probably sick of it. Alright, let's see. Should I just fill this in? You know what? Let's just fill this in. No harm in just getting it filled in right now. I'll just do it to right there. Let's do set 35.8, which I believe is the command for light gray wool. I'm just like slowly learning the commands. I already actually knew them fairly well. You know, some of the basic ones, like 35.7, 35.8 is light gray wool and gray wool. Obviously, I need to know that for Los Angeles. But you know, it's nice because you can actually, there's a feature in the game where you can actually just like hover over the block and you can see what its block ID is. So I don't even need to go on like the block ID website anymore, which is pretty good, because that's what I used to rely on to get the command numbers. But anyway, that's enough of filling in stuff with the world edit for now. I'll, you know, finish the rest of this later. Obviously, this is going to get filled in as well. Wrapping around this corner. That conflicts with that window a little bit, so maybe I have to move this window over a block. Yeah, I certainly can do that. There's no reason why I can't. So let me just quickly move this window over here, since there's a little bit of a conflict in spacing. But, you know, we're problem solvers here on CLD. So just a quick update, guys. I mean, obviously, I think, you know, we're already like, what, 12 minutes in this video. This is, you know, live commentary episode, what you guys know and love. Next episode is going to be a post-com. So, you know, we're still sticking to the 2-1 system. By the way, that looks way better. I don't know why I just didn't do that in the first place, because that makes it 2 blocks away from there, 2 blocks away from there. It's like a little bit more symmetrical there. That looks fancy. By the way, if you're wondering why there's no, like, railing here, I just wanted to leave it with no railing. I just, you know, I'm just trying, like, little things different on every house. This one doesn't have a railing, so it is what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and check on the inside. So that's a little bit more fixed there. This is going to wrap all the way around. Sorry if it's a little dark in here, by the way. I'll end up putting the glowstone down at a later point. I think I have showed you guys already that the glowstone blocks are modified in the City Texture Pack Advanced. Never really had a problem with glowstone in the regular texture pack, regular city, but I think that it does definitely look better here in the advanced texture pack. And speaking of the regular city texture pack, when we do finally put the city advanced out for download, I think that's been a question I've been getting a lot in the comments and also on Twitter. When's the city advanced going to be up for download? I actually don't know yet. I'm actually going to message the creator later today probably and see, you know, if he's ready to release it or not. I don't know. It's up to him, honestly. It's all up to him. Because like I'm gonna make a separate video about it, and I'm gonna be doing like a compare it to like this regular city texture pack, like all the blocks that have been changed and updated to make them better. Like that's gonna be like the theme of the video, is just kind of like a compare and contrast, and it should be pretty cool. I mean, one of the main things about this texture pack that I love is the sky with all the clouds. Like that is just so cool. But let's go ahead and get started with the new house. I think we're you know, it's been about 15 minutes. For the second half of the video, I'm gonna get started with a new house. I'm gonna try to get like the front of it done. So the toughest part about creating a new build, guys, you guys know this, it's all about, you know, block choice. What block am I going to choose here that will make this house look as best as it can? So I do tend to gravitate, I'm just tripping on my words, I do tend to gravitate towards the clays here. So, you know, we could use one of these. I don't know, like it's always one of those things where I can just kind of start off with a block and make a change. Oh, by the way, check this out, guys. This is pretty cool. I guess Joseph's like a CS fan, so he made the bow an op, which is pretty cool, and actually also shoots like an op bullet. I know Kyle would like this. I'm not the biggest CS:GO fan in the world. You know, I play it from time to time, but Kyle would probably really like this. So you can shoot your AWP, get some nice flicks or something like that. I think that's pretty cool. There's a little thing that's been added. I mean, I love that. I personally think that's awesome. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and let's not waste any more time here. Let's pick some blocks. I'm tempted to use like yellow. I know that would be quite beachy. I'm tempted to use light blue hardened clay, because I believe this right here is blue hardened clay. That would be light blue, so it's a little bit lighter. I think I might honestly go with this. I do really like you know, blue colors near the beach. In fact, I think I said earlier that this was blue. So yeah, this is light blue, so it's a little bit different. I like that a little bit more. So let's go ahead and use this block. I know it's not a huge difference from that, but again, you know, we can always swap it out. So I think it doesn't really matter about what block I choose at the start, more about, you know, what kind of thing I can come up with here. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to build something kind of like a hybrid between those two houses, I think. So it's going to be pretty similar. So let's just go ahead and get started here. I'm going to leave some space over here because I think I want to add like a tree line. I haven't done any trees really in this area, so I want to leave some space for that. So I'm going to start like right here. Let's go like 7 or 8 blocks across here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've been building like the starts of these houses on my live streams. In fact, both of those houses I built like the front of it on stream. So it's a little bit different atmosphere to build in. You know, my stream, everyone's backseat building. No, I'm just kidding. I love my stream viewers. They're great. But it's like I'm you know, whenever it looks bad, you know, off the start, it's kind of it's one of those things where, you know, you kind of just have to wait until everything's been put in first before you can really just give it a full judgment. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and do the standard quartz and slabs, because that's kind of been something I've been doing throughout. I'm gonna actually make this a quick little double. Actually, I might even make this a triple stack, because triple stack is key when you're doing double stack on the interior. So I think I will end up doing that. Let's see. Let's prove my theory. If this is going to be the side wall, and then this right here would be the double stack. If I wanted this window to not be right up against the wall, it'd have to be right here. So, okay, we'll do that then. So that's going to be the window spot. I think that's actually probably a better way to plan it out. And I think on this house, for a difference, for a change from the other houses, I've really just been doing skeletons in the other house. And I feel like that's a little hypocritical, because I always recommend that you do the front of the house and then the floor plan and then the rest of it. So I think I'm actually going to go back to my roots here a little bit and do that for this particular build. I'm going to, you know, just do the front of the house, and then I'll do the floor plan next before I fill in any of the outer walls, because that's how I used to do things. And I haven't really done that in a long time. That's how I did on the Alpine Mansion. I mean, pretty much every build I do it like that almost. So I need to get back to doing it like that. But let's see. Let's do something like that for the first window here. I'm trying to decide how I exactly want to make this here. I think I might actually lower these windows by a block. You know, make them a little bit closer to the ground, which you know, it's a quick little fix here. I almost said queasy. I just combined quick and easy. It's been a minute since I've done a commentary. I'm a little rusty, guys. I gotta get back into the grind. Alright, so let's go ahead and place those. We'll place these here as well. This one's gonna be a little bit more basic than the brick one, I think, in terms of like just like the layout. But I think it could look pretty good still. Alright, so we got those windows put in. And this is just gonna continue upward several blocks. You know, we'll make it probably the same height as those other houses. By the way, I keep hearing a chicken or a duck or whatever it is. Is there a chicken under here by chance? Because it's making some noise. There you are. How about you want to get op flicked? Oh, I'm a beast. That's funny. Alright, let's go ahead and we don't need bricks for this build. There we go. Alright, so let's take that up a little bit. That's probably several blocks higher. In fact, let's just get a quick little measurement, right? I'm trying to keep things consistent up in here, guys. Let's do a quick measurement. Up to the roof on this one, we're going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blocks to the roof. Okay, so we'll do the same thing over here. If you're wondering if I'm going to add in any endstone bricks as the base, I might. I don't think I will for this house because I want to keep things a little bit different. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So that's 14, and that's where we will take this across here. Front wall almost put in like that. And then I think what I'm going to do is something a little different here. Just a little bit different than what I normally do. Let's go ahead and get all the quartz stuff. We need all the quartz stuff. We're going to get some quartz stairs. We're going to get some... What else do we need? We're going to need some nether stairs. By the way, another block, I know I've said this before, but another block that is just really, really clutch is the nether stairs. I mean, that's one of the best features in the pack, honestly. Let's also get some slabs, some nether slabs. We'll replace my op. My economy is low. I'm not going to have enough money to keep it. Alright, I don't know why I'm making CSGO references. What is going on here? Okay, so let's go ahead and take this out like a couple of blocks. I'm going to be doing this a little bit similar to what I did on, I believe it was, which house was it? It might have been that one over there, where you kind of have like these upside down stairs overlapping around the corner. I think this is a good feature. It definitely feels like kind of like a beachy feature, so, or if you combine those words, a beacher. Oh my god, I'm a straight comedian. Okay, so let's go ahead and, oh sorry, I'll never say that again, guys, I apologize. Let's go ahead and take this up a little bit. And if you're wondering why I'm cutting this corner a little bit and not making it lined up, doing this on purpose, just trying some other designs, you know, always messing around with the designs. I made sure this was 9 blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I'm planning ahead and everything too. I'm back, guys. This is fantastic. So usually I think I made a mistake on that house and I made an even number. I had to fix it on my stream. So, you know, luckily it's on my stream. A lot easier for me to make changes, right? If on here, I'd have to just cut the whole video, have to, you know, edit it out and everything like that. That's one of the things. I feel like, you know, YouTube and streaming are just so different in that way because you don't, streams are completely unedited and they take a lot less effort to stream than it does to do YouTube. Because YouTube, you have to, you know, record all the videos, go through the editing process and everything, and that stuff takes some time. But in streaming, you know, you can just kind of get on and play games, and I think that's like the beauty of streaming. That's what makes it really fun. All right, so we're gonna do something like this, and then what I'm actually gonna do is have another window, but this is just gonna be a singular window in the middle. So it's going to be the same size as one of those, but it's actually just going to be one of them. So I think we're going to do it like right here, like this. I'm going to fill this in right there. That looks great. Hopefully. That looks great, hopefully. All right, so that's pretty good. Kind of a tall window. I might make it a little bit shorter. I'm trying to decide if I want to make it down shorter or like make it one less block right here. The thing about this is it's going to create a conflict in spacing. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to make a slight modification to this. I'm actually going to, or hold on a second. Let's do some planning, right? We're not going to not plan this out. So that will be the, hold on, let me grab some spruce wood. I've just been using spruce wood as a base for everything. I'll probably end up, whoops, I didn't grab it. I'll probably end up using like several different blocks for interiors, but I find that spruce wood is one of the best blocks for wood. I mean, I never really use spruce wood that much in the regular city texture pack, so it's been a little bit of an upgrade. Let's see. So these windows go down quite a bit, actually. I'm going to have to place these right here. Interesting. It's actually not really where I want them. Let's go ahead and make another modification to this. Keep on. This is what I need to do, guys. I need to make little changes so everything looks good. So I didn't realize that that's actually going to be a little bit off. So let's go ahead and fix that. Go back up here. Place that there and there. And then we're actually going to push these windows up because I still want these to be 4 blocks tall. But I just want everything to line up nice and properly. I think I kind of have like a system for these houses already figured out. It's just kind of like, you know, making sure everything's right. So that's 3 blocks above the ground. I think it looked weird because I don't have any base block. And should I add a base block? I think I should. I don't know if I want to do... if I want to do any more end stone for the base block. I might choose something different. You know, possibly just might go back to my roots and do some cobblestone, maybe some andesite. Maybe polished andesite would be a good block here to place as a base. I haven't used any of this so far, and it's a nice looking block. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll go with some polished andesite, switch it up a little bit. Is that too similar to this house with the cobblestone? No, I think it looks fine. These houses already look fairly different. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and continue lining this up here on the second level. So we can keep that. So this is going to be where the floor is. So that will line up with this window here quite nicely. Let's get my black glass back. Okay, And then I'm probably going to take this down an extra block here. So this is not going to be quite the same size as the windows below, but I still think it'll look pretty good. So yeah, a little bit smaller of a window, but I think that's good. I don't want them to be, well, maybe they are better the same size. I don't know. I think that one looks fine though. It kind of lines up with this, like it's, you know, the middle of that is going through there. I think that looks pretty good. And the main reason why I wanted to make that adjustment is because I'm thinking about adding some sideways quartz blocks here, kind of as like this area up here. I don't think this might look actually pretty good, so let's go ahead and see. I wanted to do something like that. Should I take it down even further than that? I could take it down one more level, so it would be like to here. That might look better. It might not. It's one of those things where I just don't know. I gotta look at it both ways. Let's see. I think it looked better the first time I did it, but then again, I could maybe add like a trim of stairs there that could improve that. I think that looks a little bit too busy. I'll get rid of that. Yeah, I think it looked better when there was a 1 block separation between those blocks. Or maybe I'll switch these pillars out here, these sideways pillars out for some end stone blocks. That might look a little bit better. Hold on, let me try that. You know, I'm always I feel like these end stone blocks are like have been somewhat of a replacement for sideways pillared quartz. Like where I would normally place these blocks, I've actually been placing some end stone blocks, which is just really nice because these are really good blocks. So does that look better? I don't know. It's tough for me to say at this point, but that's like essentially what I wanted to do with this area. It might look better if I took it down another block. I don't know. I just don't know yet. But that's kind of like what I want to do with this roof. It might not look the best right now, but I think once my idea comes together, it'll look a little bit better here. Let me just try to take that down an extra block here with this and see if it looks any different. I think that looks better just because of the contrasting color. So I'll go with that for now. But I think I might make some changes possibly to this area of the house at some point. Just not right now though. Okay. Because I just don't have the idea for it right now. But I don't know, like, should this go down an extra block here? Maybe. That kind of creates a conflict with the windows below. So I don't really think I can do that. I could just extend the height of the building by 1 block and that would solve that problem. I might do that. I could make the roof a little bit wider. That's another thing I could change. I don't know. There's so many things I can do. But right now, I'm going to actually continue because I've been spending too much time on this one wall. So what I'm going to do next is, well, let's see. Do I want to have this go right here or right here? Let's do it 1 block in. So next thing I'm going to do, guys, is actually add like a pillar here. And this is going to go up probably like to just above those windows. I'm going to do like 3 block separation there and take another pillar going all the way up like that. And then I'm going to grab some of these quartz slabs and kind of just create like this little arch here, just a little arch, nothing to it. So hopefully that'll come together quite nicely if I can do that. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, that's exactly what I was looking for. And then underneath of this, I might actually add like another little set of these like that. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's exactly what I want. Okay, cool. So that's good. Let me go ahead and place another pillar right. Should I go 2 blocks in or 1? I'm going to go 2 blocks in. That might create something that I don't like later, but it's tough for me to say at this point. I feel like when I do these builds, I kind of just babble, and you like because I'm the only one who has the vision in my head, and you know it's kind of hard for you guys to like, you know, you guys aren't seeing the vision that I'm seeing, right? So it's kind of like weird when I'm like babbling about things and like, what is Dan talking about? You know what I mean? So I try to make it like, you know, as easy to follow as possible. I don't know. Sometimes I just babble, but I should probably make like little mini models of these houses before I start them, just so you have something to like to you know, to look off of, to get an idea of what the heck what's going through my brain. But maybe that's something we gotta do in the future. Or I can do like little sketches. I used to do sketches actually back in the day for my like new houses. Let's do some stairs, but let's not do quartz. We've been doing a lot of quartz stairs. Let's do some stone brick stairs. Let's mix it up a little bit. We'll do some stone brick stairs. It's kind of like the front steps there. Should I have them go out a block like that? That actually might look better. I'm also thinking about, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me go ahead and fix that up. Oh, that's dirt. Let me grab that block. There we go. thinking about actually extending these out on these pillars as well. Just kind of following that theme. Looks pretty good. All right, so up here, what I want to do, well, let's see. I want this to go to like right here. So this is where this wall is going to go across. So 3 blocks there. And then there's going to be another wall going across right here, I believe. So we'll take that down. And then I think I'm going to have this go across here. Just kind of make this lined up. My plan is to have a wall up here that's going to be lined up with a wall down here, but then there's going to be an indent up here. I think that will look good. I don't know. These things, I just don't know. Like, this is something I actually have to build to see if it actually like look decent. But that's what we're doing right now. All right, so take that up to there. And then what I'm going to do is have this run to there. And then I'm going to grab some... Should I do some cobblestone? No. We're using these blocks. I always forget. Like, I'm like, what roofing block should I use? It's not even a decision anymore, okay? These are the only roof blocks I'm ever going to use. In fact, I kind of want to see what these look like on the Alpine Mansion, because in real life, the Alpine Mansion does not have a brighter, like, the Alpine Mansion is a lot brighter on Minecraft than it is in real life. And I'm actually really curious now to see what that looks like, or what the Alpine Mansion would look like with this color roof. That really actually interests me quite a bit. Oh, you know what? I think there is a way for me to look at that. Well, never mind, guys. My thought was to go check out the Nether Alpine Mansion that I built, you know, for the Secrets of Los Angeles. But then I realized that I forgot that the Nether on this world is actually reset. I think I could fix that though. I'm pretty sure. So maybe I'll do that one of these days. When I move Danville onto this world, I'm gonna actually fix that. I don't know why I can't fly right now. When I move Danville back on this world, that's what I'm gonna do. First thing, I'm gonna fix the Nether, because right now there's no Nether vaults right now. All the portals right now just go to a new Nether, which, you know, is not really what I want. You know, obviously I want everything to be matched up to what it was on 360. So, you know, that's gonna be something that I'm gonna have to fix here in a second. I think that actually happened when I was trying to fix the Alpine Mansion, like, that I've destroyed by accident. So I think I reset the Nether by accident, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. I can fix that pretty easily. All right, so what I want to do right now, well, let's see. How do I want to do this? I'm going to be adding like another roof design here, but I'm trying to decide how exactly I want to do it. I think I'm going to take this across right here, if I can get that. Oh, it's right here. I was going to say, like, why isn't that working? Okay, so this will go across right here, and then I'm actually going to have... let's see. Well, should this line up? I don't know. Like, trying to decide how I want to do this. Should I do slabs underneath? Slabs might be pretty good for this. Let me grab some slabs. Let's do like some slabs lining right there. So there'll be a window on that wall. So this is slightly higher than like, you know, this part of the roof, because it's kind of, my goal was to line it up with this, and that looks pretty good right there. And then I want to take this up to where it would potentially line up with this side. So let's just say for theory's sake, if I kind of continued this part of the roof, and then there was going to be another wall that was going to come up through here that would be lined up with this right here. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit more complicated than the last two roofs. Actually, it might not be. I don't know. That roof was pretty hard to figure out. It's always a math problem with these damn roofs, I'll tell you. Alright, so something like around here, and this would kind of run across. I think that might be 1 block high. Yeah, it is. So well, what I want to do is something that I can't really figure out how to explain. Something like this, right? So this roof would kind of continue in some quartz going all the way up, and that looks pretty good like that. There's going to be a little bit of an error there. I'm going to have to figure out how I want to fill that, but it shouldn't be too bad. And then this would just continue to the point where it connects to the top, and then over here it's going to be, I guess, a spot. I guess it would start right here. So it's just going to be like a slightly different line for this roof, and that's on purpose. Like, I want it to be like that. So hopefully this will connect nice and easy. This might not be an odd number. If it's not, I'm gonna have to make an adjustment. I don't know yet. I actually didn't plan this part out. So this might not. Okay, actually, it is an odd number. Never mind. Forget what I just said. Last 20 seconds. We are good to go. So that will go to right there. So that's gonna be like another angle. So there's gonna be like 2 levels to this roof. I might elevate that block just an extra block, just 1 more. That way it looks a little bit better. Or I might stick this out an extra block possibly, or maybe 2. It's one of those things where, you know, I can make some small changes to it that I don't think will affect it too much. But one thing that I want to do is get this part filled in here with some light blue, and this is where I'm going to leave you guys. So you know, I didn't get a ton of stuff done here in the front of this house. It took a little bit longer for me to kind of get the base layout, base design in than I thought, but then again, it always does. Does this house look good or not yet? You know, it's tough for me to say. You know, sometimes I have these ideas in my head. Sometimes they come together nice and quickly. Like that house took me like, you know, 45 minutes to build. This one right here, I've already worked on it for like 20 minutes, and you know, I only have like the front of it done. So I think just layout wise, it's a little unpolished, but I can tweak this out and make it look nice and clean. So thank you guys for watching this episode of CLD. Man, this is going to be a long one, but you know, that's what I've been doing recently. I haven't been uploading as many, so I'm trying to make them a little bit longer, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will catch you guys in a few days for the next episode. I believe the next episode is actually going to go up on Thanksgiving Day, so it'll be actually just 2 days away, which will be pretty cool. So that'll be a 10-minute post-commentary episode, guys. So stay tuned for that. It should be out very soon. And until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been Dangeles. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.